Hello, my name is Leanna Burns from EDLP, and this is my legal presentation that is centered around the need for certified teachers. Just to give a brief description of the issue at hand, in South Carolina, there is a need for quality teachers as there is a high percentage teacher retention rate. And as written here, there is a South Carolina teacher shortage of exactly or about 667 vacant teaching positions. This does not simply occur just in the state of South Carolina. This is possibly an issue that happens all around the country and even in other areas of the world. Just from my perspective of being a fourth year teacher, during my second year of teaching, I was accompanied by retired teachers and even long-term substitutes as the year went on. When I transferred to another Title I school during my third year of teaching, I was the team lead, and again, being in the same position as a fourth grade teacher, um, being accompanied by retired teachers and long-term substitutes. I can definitely say that during that year, we did score the lowest fourth grade score in the district, and it there's no possible way to say that it was because of the teacher shortage or because of the quality of teachers, but that was just pretty much what the students were up against that year. A quality teacher in South Carolina would be one whom is certified. A certified teacher would have a bachelor's degree in education, have passed the praxis exam, would have went through the induction within the district, and would be currently evaluated by the adept process. This is what we are doing. This is what we are saying, but this is what we are doing. There are a lot of non-certified teachers, again, saying that those teachers, some of them are retired teachers, but just not having the credentials, not having to go through the program or the process or through the adept evaluation, long-term substitutes. And those teachers, they are there to help to fill the gaps. They are there to meet the needs, but do not necessarily have a want to stay in the position. They are there because they are willing to help. Here in South Carolina, there is a turnover rate, like I am sure happens in every state. Currently, I am working in Richland 1, where there is a high turnover rate in the district. And I can only assume that at my school, it could be even a bit higher than this percentage that you see here. Lexington 5 being one of the best districts in the state from my perspective, they also have a turnover rate that is not much different. So the question that I would have is, why do we have these high turnover rates within teachers? What would be ways that we could solve this? And is this the reason that we're having to introduce so many uncertified teachers to the teaching profession? Um, this is a very interesting article, hiring non-certified teachers being no way to address the shortage. As of course, non-certified teachers, they may not have to go through all the programs and all the assessments to be ready to provide the strategies and skills that the students need aligned with the standards. Oftentimes, I can imagine as an administrator coming into the beginning of the year, you're missing two teachers. It's pretty much all about putting someone there, being in a position as a team lead, having teachers or having parents on the first day of school looking for their teacher, wondering who's the teacher. And I'm not necessarily having an answer, but just pretty much attempting to provide a cushion there, saying that there will be someone placed in this spot who will be able to provide the needs for your student. It seems as though we're bargaining with the regulations, as here the key legal issue comes from the South Carolina Code of Laws, teacher, and the qualifications of teachers, stating here that that we shall not employ any teacher who does not have a certificate, who is not able to teach in the public schools, and that in fact districts may impose additional examinations and qualifications for those teachers. And it is traditional now, being a fourth year teacher, I do expect to be examined. I do expect to be evaluated. And the fact that the teachers that we have put in place do not necessarily have to abide by these same protocols could be um, a way of shorting the students, as the goal in Title I is pretty much to ensure that all students across the state are not served at a disproportionate rate, whether it be by an ineffective teacher who may be coming from out of the field, or an inexperienced teacher, which unfortunately is what a lot of districts are having to go through at this point. Now, how do we address this problem, and what can be a plan, or what could be the solution? This article here, this is a very interesting article, and it aligns, or it gives a lot of information coming from Mississippi, how the teacher uncertification rate went from being 19% to 34%. And I can see that as a alignment with our state here in South Carolina. Now, the most important thing about this article was that it provided a lot of ways um to disproportionalize this rate. And it came from nonprofit partners, from state lawmakers. It takes more than just the people who are inside of the school building, but other community members can help to adjust this, as they've went and asked to lowering the cutoff, praxis scores, and even being in high school, I can remember a teacher cadet. And imagine if students could be able to begin their licensure as early as high school. There are people in our community who are in the mechanical field, in the law field, in the medical field, in the science field, the mathematical field, and perhaps just looking for some type of push to becoming a licensed teacher. As long, just like any citizen in the world, they would want to be respected and given the opportunity to express themselves and provide what capabilities they have in working to enhance our community as we know it today, also providing better working conditions. I've also seen an increase in teacher incentives. These are things that the district would do, even perhaps lowering um, student fund or student loan rates, or helping students with college. We recruit at the district, but also beginning to recruit at the collegiate level. Um, Go ahead and ensuring those students who are upcoming teachers, letting them know that you will have a job, and even close to your home if that's what you would like. Just setting those boundaries and putting those things in place, um, provide support for gaining qualifications. It's not to say that those teachers who are long-term substitutes don't want to be teachers, but also providing them with a way or a pathway to become as efficient as possible. I do thank you for joining me today. Here are just a few of my references, and again, I do want to go back to the key legal issue, which was, that as a board or any trustees, that it is not it is not the idea to employ uncertified teachers. That's not the idea. The idea is to be able to turn all of our teachers, all of the individuals in the classroom, to head in this direction. Again, my name is Leanna Burns, and this is my legal presentation for EDLP 705, centered around the need for certified teachers. Thank you.